When Game of Thrones first opened in 2011, it had 2.2 million viewers. By 2016, that number had exceeded 25 million viewers. This makes the series one of the most viewed, and that is good news for us fans of fantasy. The more quality fantasy content out there, the better, right? In today's video, I wanted to explore what it is that makes Game of Thrones so popular and what we can learn from it and infuse into our own fantasy settings and stories. Let's get into it. Hi guys, my name is Jesper and welcome to the Fane of Fantasy. This channel is all about giving you inspiration to master your craft and create fantasy that will truly immerse your audience. I, like many of you, really love Game of Thrones. So know that I'm biased in that way with this video, okay? I want to start us out with the character development. I mentioned its importance in another video and when I talked about Troy, and I'll now again mention it because it is so essential. Game of Thrones takes its time to truly develop the characters. We understand their motivations, their ambitions, their desires. Whether their deeds are likable or not in some twisted way, we can still relate to why they're doing what they're doing. So that is very well done. The characters change over the course of the series, but it also makes sure that people are getting away with bad for a long time. You know, this storytelling trick is something we can learn from. So I remember when King Joffrey was around, I couldn't wait for him to get his punishment, but the show just kept me waiting. But in the end, it delivered. Above all, make sure you make good use of character development in your stories. It's the main driving force behind any story that works. Then there is the story itself, of course. We do need a good plot to accompany the characters, and Game of Thrones plays intrigue at the highest level as all the families battle for control of the 7 kingdoms of Westeros. That it all comes with a world with dragons, giants and demons, well, do I need to say more? At the end of the day, what we take as inspiration from this is that we have to play on our audience's emotions. When we stimulate things like fear, anger, sadness, joy, surprise, anticipation, disgust, and trust, then we are engaging with fundamental human emotions, and that's when a story can move us. On that note, I could also point out that the Game of Thrones manages to appeal to an audience outside those of us who already love fantasy, and I guess if you can do that, you're truly onto something groundbreaking. I mean, those who love fantasy are served magic, fantastical creatures, and epic battles. Those who are not, or who are more into, like, let's say, more mainstream drama shows, they are giving deceit, lots of tragedy, so it's like a win-win for everybody. Herein lies another lesson. If you can make a story that appeals to more than one small niche group, then chances are that your audience will enjoy it that much more. You're basically appealing to them on multiple levels at the same time. Easier said than done? Absolutely. You know, with practice comes mastery. Isn't that what they say? I hope this was helpful to you. Let me know in the comments section below. And if this is your first time here, make sure to subscribe and learn to master the craft of creating immersing fantasy worlds, settings and characters. I share new videos with you every single Monday. Don't forget to follow me on social media and all there's left to say is stay safe out there and see you next Monday.